Hello, welcome to another video in the channel Living in Rio. Right now I'm standing in front of Avenida Princesa Isabel, which divides the Copacabana beach area from the Leme beach, which you can see now. This is the Leme beach area, and the Leme itself is another residential area right next to Copacabana. So I just wanted to give the viewers an idea of another option here in Rio for people who love the beach and who want to live in this beautiful city. Sometimes noisy, but always divine. Those of you who have seen my video on Copacabana beach will notice that this is like the continuation of Copacabana beach. I would call Leme I would call it a sister neighborhood to Copacabana. It's basically the same neighborhood. It continues, of course, as you walk further away from Copacabana. It gets noticeably calmer and quieter. Okay, so this area is more residential. But still, wherever you have the Rio residents, you will have bars, restaurants, drinks, and preferably the beach, which you might be surprised, a lot of neighborhoods don't have beaches here, okay? Keep that in mind. And those neighborhoods are in the northern area of Rio, mostly, and they're much cheaper to live in, property prices and so on. We are in the southern zone of Rio, which is like the area to be, let's say. As always, that seems to be an exercise class. Looking good, looking good. And as you can see, everything looks like Copacabana here, just quieter. And I've mentioned before in other videos that soon I'll be moving here to live. Right now I'm in Copacabana, but I'll be moving to this area to live. And I'm looking forward to it. Looks like a tourist bus, mini bus. We are kind of approaching late afternoon, so the sun is behind me. I can feel the heat. It's very nice. Life in Rio is good. I find it that sometimes people who come to Rio, not just for tourism, but also to consider it as an option, a possible future residency. One of the mistakes they make is, even though they're looking at it as an option, they have the tourist mind. So they're kind of, part of their consciousness is back home, so they don't catch a lot of things. They miss it because they still have the tourist mindset. So I would say, if you're coming or you're going anywhere to consider it as a living future residence, try to get rid of the tourist approach. Just imagine you're living there at the moment, even though you might be there only a couple of weeks. That way you can study it better, absorb things better. Royal Windsor Hotel. Yeah, Leme has hotels too, not as many as Copacabana, but I guess it's for people who have they want the quieter tourism, which would be Leme for sure. Already businesses are filling up a bit, the restaurants and so on. It's Friday, by the way, so it's gonna get a lot busier later on. More so on the Copacabana side, but still Beautiful. Beautiful. Trying to give you all the all the nice images I can here. People here love their sports. They really do. And in this heat, if you're doing sports, you get more tired, but you get more benefits too for the time you spend doing something. Keep that in mind too. Also, if you're doing sports on the sand, that's gonna take a lot out of you as well if you're not used to it. But again, more benefits. I guess some people are heading back to their homes now from the beach. And I'm sure many will be still heading toward the beach. Sometimes the late afternoon is very pleasant to be by the sea or in the sea. And you get the sunset too, as well, of course. The city of sun worship. But different people worship the sun in different ways. Beautiful. And the seaside gets quieter too, so I'm looking forward to that when I eventually start living here, because sometimes I prefer the beach quieter. In the city of Buzios, where I passed some time in, and you will find other videos, there the beach is really quiet. So you get used to it. It's almost like your own. I have to get some good shots of the local beauties as well. So if you look that way, that's the residential area as always. So the back streets there, I will be taking you there in another video. So you'll see, get a feel for the barrio, the neighborhood. I think one of the reasons Rio is so beautiful, it's not just oceans, because, well, most of the world has oceans and all continents are surrounded by oceans, but the fact that there are mountains around make the optics really special. Give the place its own identity. You can just recognize Rio by its mountains sometimes. Beautiful. And they do love their beer here. They love their beer cold. And me, I'm a very innocent man on that side of things. I don't drink anything. But I guess I have to be innocent in one way at least in my life. It's a very famous place. I've been here in the evenings. Sometimes they have, quite often they have live music. Just give you a better look. If you're ever in Rio, you probably end up around Copacabana, and then you can walk to Leme. In the evenings you can come here. And they have live events later on. They have food. It's called Jinga, by the way. Jinga. Easy name. Strange but easy name. That's a really beautiful apartment complex. And I don't know whether you can see to the left, to the top left of it, you can see the moon. Not a cheap area to buy property in, but quite cheaper than Ipanema, let's say, or Leblon, and even further down Copacabana, near the Ipanema borders. This area is a bit cheaper, and you can find good offers. You might get a small apartment for maybe about less than $200,000. Okay, depending. Sometimes they're in a bad shape and you can get it really, really cheap, and then you have to renovate. The secret here is to have good professionals helping you if you're looking for properties and so on. And by the way, if any one of you ever has been to Rio and has decided to buy, I have at least one really good real estate agent. He's been taking care of me for some time, and I could recommend you to him. Yes, recommend you to him. Very professional. He makes sure he knows what you want before he goes looking for things. I mentioned about experiences with real estate agent on one of my videos on Ipanema, but that's important. I have a very good lawyer as well, but I don't know if how long she'll be working. But anyway, if you're buying property, get a good lawyer to check out everything for you. There are some pitfalls like anywhere else, and I could recommend my lawyer as well. Although, as I said, I don't know how long she will be in action, because she might retire. I hear rumors, although she's not very old, but still. But whatever you do, make sure you have good professional help in any new country, okay? It's not about Brazil. Any new country, get good professional help. It just makes sense. Rio Clásico. And look at the view back. People sit here and watch the sunset. And right over there, the second sharper mountain is one of the two brother mountains, Dos Hermanos. That's the view you get from Ipanema. You'll see both brothers from Ipanema and Leblon. From here you just see one of them. Beautiful place. Actually, I haven't been to this one, but I would love to come. Once I live here, I'll come have a little, maybe have a little snack and watch the sunset and just observe the beauty of Rio. Sometimes this city is so beautiful, you kind of almost don't appreciate it, you know. And then when you think about it, you say, my God, I live here, you know. And that's, I guess, a human quality or weakness. Sometimes we take things for granted. This place gets buzzier in the evening with the small traders. Beautiful. We're right under this mini mountain here. So make sure wherever you live, you appreciate what you have. Sometimes things have their time as well. You think to yourself, okay, that's it, I want something new. I don't know. Happens to a lot of friends of mine in Europe and even in the US, but I find it hard to believe it will happen to people here. Restaurants, beautiful. Evening time here is good. Sometimes they have special events too, music and so on. Already buzzing, that's good. Beautiful. And then that's your view. can see the whole Leme beach connect with the Copacabana beach right to the end. And just give you, see, it's a very relatively small area, and just want to show you a little bit extra. Look at that. You can have a quiet walk. Someone just jumped. Some kid just jumped inside the water. Luckily, no sharks in Rio. Look at that. The sunset from here is beautiful. If you're into fishing, well, keep in mind you can fish here too. People fishing already. Well, I guess it's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you had a good walk with me in the Leme beach area, and you will see Leme's residential side in another video. All the best. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and help me grow the channel, make it better. Okay, I'm learning on my way. Okay, so forgive me for any little mishaps and mistakes, but I hope I gave you a good idea of this area. All the best, and until the next video.